character for this interview.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, like those opening measures and when the beats drops always makes me do the robot.
That is hilarious. Not the robot.
Robot is my go-to dance move.
Gotcha, gotcha. The robot. I love it.
We about to get this party started off right now that we broke
Okay.
the ice. Question,
Hey, go.
all right, question one. What
Okay.
what inspired you to start singing?
Ooh, I would have to say church, of course.
Uh,
And to be honest, my grandmother, when I was little, she would always ask me to sing, and she would sit me on top of, have me stand on top of a box, and I would perform songs for her. And when I was, still very, very young, like 10, my neighbors would call me when I couldn't come outside. They would call me to the window and ask me to sing for their friends. So, and then of course, I come from a singing family. My aunts, uncles, they all sing church choirs. They were musicians in college. No one after college, no one continued it. But oh, except for my dad. My dad sang in a band for years, which I thought at that time was very funny. Whenever I saw my dad dance, because to me he danced off beat, it was hilarious to me. And so
yeah,
I when as I got older, the same manager for my dad's band was my uncle, ended up being the manager for me to start singing in one of the first bands I was in.
oh, awesome story. Like,
Mm.
it sounded like a lot of fun growing up in a musical family.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
And your grandma sounded like an awesome grandma.
She did. And she always said, when I got older and started to record, she said, "Oh, you better tell them you singing because of me."
Oh, yeah. I bet she's proud of your contributions to Dance Dance Revolution and how those songs stand the test of time.
Yeah, absolutely. She did get to hear some things. She passed away a few years back, but yeah, she was proud. She was pretty proud.
She sounded like she lived an amazing life.
Absolutely.
All
Absolutely.
right, question two. Who
hmm
influenced your style of singing? Because someone in the comment section said that you sounded similar to Shaka Khan, which I
Really?
totally got. Yep.
Really? I listen to everyone, from Chaka to Patti LaBelle to, I listen to a lot of the old school stuff, the Otis Redding, the Sam
Yeah.
Cooke. My dad being in a band, he played music all the time, and he listened to the Sam Cookes and the Otis Redding and the, God, like I was in love with Isaac Hayes
Yeah.
and all those old school guys. Yeah,
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 like
all that old school 60s, 70s. Yeah,
yeah.
that
Like
78 music era.
yeah,
They
like
the music.
yeah, like what made that time period stand the test of time because of how timeless it sounded, because there
Yeah,
was there was no trend chasing. It was all about being your authentic self on record.
right, right, right. And till this day, like you said, those records still, you put them on, they still sound good.
Oh, for sure. All
hmm
right, question three. How did
hmm
how did you get the job singing for Bimani?
Um, I was in Japan, and I was singing there, different spots, and then you get called in for recording sessions. And I really wasn't in the beginning even familiar with the game, the games at all. I just was going in to do the sessions, and every now and then I would go in and I would write the lyrics as well. So it wasn't until later that I realized that this was really something, special, really big. And I think I was at an Otis Redding music camp, and one of the children had heard of me, and she heard of me through the games. And I was like, really? And I even went to an arcade once, and my granddaughter said, Nana, is this you? And I went to the game and I said, that is me, but I had no idea that was being released in the States.
Oh yeah.
So yeah. So, but yeah, that's how it started. Just doing recording sessions in Japan and asked to do lyrics, and that's what happened.
Amazing story. Like, I bet it was fun being in Japan.
It was. I'm ready to go back.
Oh yeah, me
I'm
too.
ready.
Like, from New York, I'm ready to take that 10-hour flight as soon as I retire from my job at 55.
Okay, okay.
Yeah,
But yeah, I am definitely in the mix of setting up some things so I can return, not permanently like I was
yeah,
living there before, but just going in for a few months at a time and doing some music. Yeah.
yeah. That's awesome. All right, question four. The question I've been wanting to know from you is the creation of Groove, your most memorable song in DDR.
Woo. I think my most memorable one was Saturday night.
Oh yeah, that's a great one.
Yeah, that was fun because I think I was able to see the animation before
Yeah,
it sang it. So that really helped a lot. And I don't even know. It was fun coming up with the days of the week. I thought it
yeah,
was funny as I was writing. I was like, oh, this is funny, coming up with writing for the days
yeah.
of the week or whatever, whatever. That was kind of spontaneous. But that was, I think that was my most memorable. That was one that I really liked. And Groove was fun. I didn't write the lyrics, so when it came to the part, "Can all that booty be all yours?" I was like, "What?" But
Yeah, like
but yeah, so I came in, did what I was hired to do.
yeah, you really did it because it's a main staple in the United States version because the track listing is radically different from the Japanese
Mhm.
version.
Right. Oh, really?
Oh yeah, because like it took a while for DDR to grow and grow its beard in the States, and when it
Right.
did, like Konami was playing catch up like crazy.
Right. Right. Yeah, I need to go back and look up for my royalties because yeah, they have really picked up.
Oh,
I
yeah,
need to check on that. See where my checks are.
oh for sure. Um,
Mm-hmm.
question five:
Mm-hmm.
Did you enjoy singing for Bemani?
I did. Most of the producers that I worked with were really, really cool people.
Oh
And,
yeah,
it was easy to work with. Very easy to work with. Hopefully I can get back into it.
oh
And
yeah, for sure.
yeah, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I know you still got it.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
All right, question six. What was
Uh-huh.
the vibe in the studio like during your time at Bimani?
Well, usually when I was in, it was just myself, the producer, and the engineer. So really simple. Um, because keep in mind at that time I really didn't know the extent of how big DDR or BME was at that time. Um, I knew that they were gangs, but I wasn't really, from the States, I wasn't that familiar with DDR or any of that um, too much. And then, later on, did I find out, wow, these were really, really great projects. But the vibe in the studio was always cool. It was free.
Yeah.
I was able to come in, listen, and then just, if the lyrics were already written for me, I like to try to imagine the whole storyline. And that's how I try to address it and to sell it to the audience is from the storyline.
Yeah, it definitely sounded like a blast.
Yeah, yeah. Very relaxing, no stress, no
Yep,
stress, no time restraints. Just go in and do what you do.
yep, just the way I like it. All right,
Yeah.
question 7. What was
Hmm.
your reaction to the Big Beat remix of Groove called Groove 2001?
I don't even think I've heard that. You're gonna
Like,
have to see that.
oh yeah, like I'll send you the link. Like, it's if you're
Yeah.
into big beat music or like
Hmm.
aggressive gabber music, then you'll
Hmm.
like it. But I gotta say, like, I like both, but the original just like it the original just gets you in the groove more.
Yeah, I agree. The original had a lot of soul to it.
Oh
Uh,
yeah,
and that was the thing. I loved like just being myself on the tracks. And
yeah.
so I think that pulled in a different audience as well, So yeah, I really enjoyed that. I really did enjoy it.
This is great to hear. All right, question 8. Would you be down for a Beatmani and Dance Mania tour?
That would be awesome.
Oh
That
yeah,
would be awesome. It's there was a lot of great singers in Japan that also worked on a lot of projects like Robbie Danzy.
yep.
She's a good friend of mine. Who else?
Paula Terry, if you're
Yeah,
familiar with
Paula
her.
Terry. Uh-huh. Friend of mine. Um, that's
JP
whoa.
Miles.
That's strange because Robbie just texted me as soon as I said her name. Her name came across my screen.
Oh yeah, you should like hook her up with me for an
I
interview
will.
because
Oh,
I love her contributions too.
oh, absolutely. Her voice is flawless.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, so crystal clear.
So effortless.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
All
So
right.
a lot of those people were in Japan. We're all in there on the same day. Not same day, but doing the same
Yeah.
time. So,
Yeah.
that's what we did. I think Ebony was doing a lot of games, Robbie, myself, Paula,
JP
um,
Miles.
oh my God, JP, that girl can sing.
Oh, for
I think JP
sure.
is in New York. I think JP is in New York. And
Yeah.
then was there RG Fine Martin? Did she do some things?
Yeah, I think so. The name
Okay,
rings a
definitely
bell.
JP, Robbie. Oh, Melody Sexton.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
all
yeah.
right.
So we're all good friends, and we just came in and did the job.
Yeah, it most certainly sounded like a good time.
Yeah, it was a good time. Now it would be a better time if we get our royalties. Yeah.
Oh,
Hmm.
for sure.
Absolutely,
Always
absolutely.
always gotta pay attention to those contracts before you
Yep,
sign.
yep, absolutely, absolutely.
All right, question 9. Did you ever think that Groove would be an iconic song in the Dance Dance Revolution community?
I didn't. I didn't. I thought it was a fun song. The beat was
Yeah,
really, really good. It was a good track. It was a
yeah,
good track. And but yeah, I'm excited about that. I'm
yeah.
excited about.
Like as soon as as soon as the beginning and beat drop and it starts pumping, you gotta get on the dance floor, do the robot and
Right.
mon.
Well, yeah, I have to be honest. I never did the robot on that particular song, but I could do the robot.
Yeah, like that's another question I have for you. What's your favorite dance move?
Ah, what would have been my favorite dance move? Man, but see, I'm up in age now. My favorite dance now is just rocking side to
Yeah,
side. That's
you
my
know,
thing.
just vibing. I
Yes, just vibing,
like
moving side to side, and I do that well. Hmm.
oh for sure. Like my go-to dance move is the moonwalk, aka the backslide and the prep.
Hmm. Oh God, the backslide. That's hilarious.
Yeah,
But yeah,
I always do that to groove because I'm in my socks and I just
that
backslide like I'm walking on the moon.
so you do a little bit of Michael Jackson stuff.
Oh, for sure.
Gotcha, gotcha. Gotcha. But yeah, Groove was the track was just hidden,
Oh
so when you
yeah.
walked in and you started to sing on it, you felt it. And that was the great thing about working with those two companies. They had some great tracks.
Oh,
Um,
for sure.
they had some great tracks.
Talented folks.
Yeah, talented producers. Um, so I went on to do a lot of animation and commercials after that. And but yeah, yeah.
An amazing story. All right, question 10.
Hmm.
Things you enjoyed about Japan.
I enjoy everything about Japan. The people were friendly. The food, I crave some form of Japanese food almost every day. And I was like, look, you're gonna have to go on and get on the plane, because I still remember my favorite restaurants going to, even if I don't remember the names, I know how to get to them. I miss the food. I do. I miss the music.
Yeah.
Um, I miss my friends. I spent a lot of time there. So a lot of people there are like family to me. So yeah, I miss Japan.
Yeah,
Home to
and
me.
and if you were there, don't forget about the nightclubs because Paula Terry always said that going to the nightclubs there were a blast.
But you see, for me, I didn't really do the nightclub thing. Um, I didn't really do the nightclub thing because I was so busy at night doing the tours, because I did a lot of touring with the major Japanese artists. Um, and yeah, I didn't do too much of the clubs because I was older, a little older.
Yeah.
So, but I love Japan. I love the work ethics of the musicians there. The musicians there are great. They have some of the baddest musicians in Japan.
Oh, for sure. Like
Yeah, they
they
do.
always got busy.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. They had a lot of talent. It's a lot of talented people in Japan. So
For
I
sure.
miss that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like
Oh.
but yeah, like because of the rise of anime and it being mainstream, even though I've always liked anime the time you were doing your thing, like
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad that it's getting the respect it deserves because there's a lot of talented voice actors in Japan
Yeah. Yeah,
with
absolutely.
my favorites being Yotaro Okiayu, the voice of Byakuya from the anime Bleach, because he has such a silky,
Mm.
smooth, deep voice, and
Mm-hmm.
Akio Otsuka, the voice of Snake from Metal Gear.
Ah, wow. Wow. Yeah, it's so much talent there.
Oh, for
So much
sure.
there. And you learn a lot, and
Oh,
people really
yes.
appreciate you. So, and that's good too. The people appreciate your talent, and so that's a beautiful thing.
Yep, that amazing stories from you. Any last things before we wrap things up?
I'm loving that the music is finally, hitting the States the way that we hoped. Um, I'm definitely hope to tap back into it and
Yep.
do some things with it. Konami was a great company to me. Revolution, they were great companies. So yeah, I like
Indeed.
to be a part of it once again. Um, I look forward to it.
Oh, for sure. Like
Yeah.
the opening song would definitely be Groove on the Tour because it always gets the party started off right.
That would be so fun though, to do a tour from that. Yeah, that would be
For
fun.
sure.
Hmm.
Paula's down for it. We just gotta get the rest of them down for it.
Yeah, I think the girls would be absolutely happy to do it.
All,
Absolutely.
all right. It,
Yeah.
for sure. And it was amazing speaking to you. I
You're so
thank you for your
welcome.
time, and I'm going to upload this now on Spotify and
Sounds good.
YouTube.
Okay. Sounds good. I look forward to seeing you doing a tour. I
Yep, for
look forward to
sure.
the tour, and thank you for the interview, and thank you for the music. Thank you for loving the music.
Oh, for sure. You take care now.
I will.